What's going on, everybody? You have Tone here, back with another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This time, bringing you guys the Team Builder in battle for week number 3 of the FBL Season 2, week number 3, where this week we are taking on the Red Spark Vikavolts coach by Delphin. His links will be in the description down below. Be sure to check him out, as well as all the other coaches taking part in the FBL. So, like I said, we're taking on Delphin, and this is a pretty interesting matchup to say the least. This is a cross-conference matchup. This will be one of our 3 opponents that we'll be facing from the opposite conference, which explains why you see that we're facing another Palafin compared to last week. So yeah, we're still off to a pretty good start here. We're 2-0, looking to make it 3-0 on the season, and dealing with another Palafin, though, not ideal, but I don't make the schedule up here. Aside from the Palafin, though, he has a myriad of offensive threats between Sheer Force, Landorus I, the Sneasler, and even lower tier stuff like Terra, Free Terra Mismagius, Talonflame for some speed, granted I do have a Therian Electrode, and Free Terra Rillaboom, which is a very interesting pick to say the least. Nonetheless, though, unlike last week's team where I had a plan of Paraspam, this one's a little bit more linear for the most part, with some sort of lures. I wouldn't say lures, but some sort of unexpected stuff. But nonetheless, though, jumping into it, first off is one of our 2 win cons in this matchup, and that is my weakness policy Iron Valiant. Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Reflect. The idea behind this set is to get up a Reflect before, well, ideally before Sneasler comes in, or specifically, the main Pokemon I want to take the hit from is Overquill or Bronzong. Ideally, I would want Sneasler gone in order to make this thing work, as well as always faster stuff like Talonflame and even Palafin, just for some added safety. But regardless, the idea is to set up a Reflect in front of either Overquill or Bronzong. They hit me super effectively with either a poison move like Barbarage or Heavy Slam, Gyro Ball, whatever the case may be. I live the hit since I am max HP. It pops my weakness policy, and I go off. Basically, this set does a crap ton of work against his entire team. Moonblast hits everything on his team neutrally, with the exception of Bronzong, which I do have Shadow Ball there for, which guarantee 2 KOs after my weakest policy pops. Thunderbolt is specifically there for the Palafin, since Moonblast does not knock it out from full, and of course Reflect there to boost the physical defenses of my team, and it makes this weakness policy strategy viable. So with that being said, I do need max HP to ensure that I have the means of taking these super effective hits. Enough speed is here to guarantee outspeed the Mismagius, and the rest is thrown in a special attack. Then we have our Landorus Therian with the Covert Cloak, rocking a special set this week with Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Smackdown, Stealth Rock. This basically just covers the fact that he does have that Rillaboom. Rillaboom sets a grassy terrain, and he does have 2 Pokemon on his team weak to Earthquake. Me bringing Earthquake against a Pokemon like Rillaboom that can set grassy terrain to weaken my Earthquake is pretty detrimental for the most part, especially considering he has Landorus Incarnate, which Earth Power is unaffected by grassy terrain, so why not follow this same exact strategy? So we have Earth Power here to guarantee hit the Sneasler and the Overquill super effectively without having to worry about our ground stab being weakened by grassy terrain. Sludge Bomb here specifically only for the Rillaboom. There's no other need for it. I guess technically to hit the Mismagius if I really wanted to, but we do have the third move to mitigate the Mismagius, and that is Smackdown. Smackdown is a little bit less so for the Mismagius, but the main target of Smackdown is that Bronzong. If I'm able to hit the Bronzong with Smackdown, it will come to the ground, it will lose its Levitate ability, and I can hit it super effectively with an Earth Power. That's pretty much the long and short of it. And of course, this isn't my dedicated Stealth Rocker. Covert Cloak is here to ensure I can pretty much negate any nasty side effects from Sneaser's Dire Claw, since Landorus does resist its dual stab, as well as being able to mitigate stuff like the side effects of stuff like Overquill's Barbarage, stuff like that. So the EVs, max HP to have as much bulk as possible. The 188 special attack investment with a modest nature ensures that my Landorus can 2 KO especially defensive Bronzong with Earth Power after I hit it with a Smackdown, and the rest is thrown into defense to take better hits from stuff like the Sneasler, as I mentioned. Then we have our Slowbro, and if there's any indication from last week, your eyes not deceiving you. This is the exact same EV spread I brought from last week's game when I fought Palafin. It's enough HP and special defense to ensure that a timid, unboosted Grass Knot from Palafin does not 2 a KO my Slowbro after Stealth Rock. Granted, there is a little bit of a hitch thrown into that calc, only due to the fact that he does have Grassy Terrain support, so Grassy Terrain boosted Grass Knot will actually 2 a KO me if he's Timid Max Special Attack with no boosting item. Granted though, I'm still going to be rocking Terra Dragon on this Slowbro just in case, because it does give me a means of resisting both Palafin's Grass Knot, I resist his water moves still, and it gives me a resistance to Rillaboom's Grass Stab on top of that. And for the most part though, this set is pretty meh, I kind of want to say, especially considering a set that I'm running Chilling Water on. I never thought in a situation that I'd actually bring Chilling Water of all things. It just seems so detrimental and meh. But I have to bring it in this sense because he does have a myriad of good physical attackers that I want to at the very least check a little bit better. So stuff like the Palafin, the Sneasler, the Mimikyu is also a big one that I want to check, even though it's not his Terra Captain. Mimikyu is still a pretty mon I have to respect from an offensive perspective. Ice Beam is there specifically for the Landorus, Psychic to guarantee knock out the Sneasler, and Slack Off for recovery. So yeah, I definitely need all these moves to make this Slowbro function as effectively as it possibly can. Rocky Helmet is here to guarantee get the chip on the stuff like Palafin and the Sneasler if it's not pads. If either of them is not pads. So yeah, that is a Slowbro. Then we have our Hydreigon, nice and Assault Vest set this week. This is my Landorus check, and I use the word check with the biggest quotation marks in the world because there is no checking that thing. Depending on the set though, I can check it a bit more better offensively with my Valiant and my Gengar, which, spoiler alert, I'm not bringing with this, but depending on the Landorus, I'm pretty much forced to bring this sort of set here because the Sheer Force Life Orb Landorus is absolutely no joke, especially when a good part of my team is actually slower than this thing, and it can do a crap ton of damage to me. And the sad thing is I actually need all this bulk on Hydreigon because without it, I just get decimated by Landorus. So the investment here, it's the 236 investment into special defense with the Assault Vest ensures that my Hydreigon is not OHKO'd by Sheer Force Life Orb Landorus Incarnate's Focus Blast after Stealth Rock. That's pretty much the only thing that I have going for me. Of course, my other hope is praying he doesn't bring Focus Blast. If that's the case, I'll take that. But in any case, this also gives me a way of offensively checking the Mimikyu on his team. I can go for U-turn to bust its disguise, then come back out if I'm able to weaken it a bit more to put it into range of Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon also helps in the fact if either of his Pokemon decides to Terra Fairy, because as you see by his team, he doesn't have a natural Fairy type Pokemon on his roster, so Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse are pretty spammable against his team if he does not Terrasilize into a Fairy type. Well, he has Mimikyu as a Fairy type, but if he doesn't bring Mimikyu, then the dual stabbing becomes a lot more spammable on my side of the field, and of course U-turn is there for momentum purposes. So that is the Hydreigon's check. This is just my best form of becoming a Landorus check, and again, using the biggest quotation marks possible. Then we have our big fast Mongos biz in our Hisuian Electro with a heavy duty boot, Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, Volt Switch, and Charge Beam. Charge Beam is a bit of a filler last move because I really couldn't think of a better last move to run in this slot for Hisuian Electro. Like, there wasn't really anything that just like popped out in terms of like what I could have ran. I could have opted for something like Foul Play, but Foul Play's targets are pretty minuscule, and just getting my damage with either of my stabs would be a lot more beneficial, and Charge Beam just felt like a better move to click in a late game scenario. If I'm able to knock something out with Charge Beam and get a special attack boost, and if he doesn't have any Scarfers, I outspeed everything, and I can pretty much get off a crap ton of damage with any of my moves. His only his electric immunity is the Landorus. If I get rid of the Landorus, then everything else is hit pretty doggone hard by Thunderbolts and Yeah, the only thing is I also have to weaken the Rillaboom too, because there's other Pokemon that can take hits from the Hisuian Electrode. But considering the team I brought, it shouldn't be that difficult to weaken the Rillaboom. And I'm fairly confident I have the ability to do that if I'm able to save the Hisuian Electrode in a late game scenario. So, yeah. Nothing much else to say about this thing. This is just my fast hit hard, well, hit hard Pokemon. So yeah, max special attack for the most damage output, enough speed to guarantee outspeed its fastest non-scarf Pokemon being the Talonflame, and the rest is thrown into defense. And then finally we have our little standard at this point, Gyarados with DD Taunt and 2 attacks. This time though, we are Lumberry and we are Moxie and Terra Blast, as with Terra Poison this time around. So this is a bit of a sort of iffy situation, but I do have my reasoning for going with Terra Poison. The main thing with Terra Poison on this Gyarados is to just have a means of not only preventing my Gyarados from being put on a timer by Toxic or Poison and the like, it does also give me a way of having a means of like basically giving me another pseudo check to Sneasler, as with me being Terra Poison, I resist Sneasler's Dual Stab, and on top of that, I am also Lumberry, so if there's a situation where I am hit by either a paralysis or I'm put to sleep by the Gyarados, with my Gyarados by the Sneasler's Dire Claw, I can also consume the Lumberry, heal the status off, and then go for a boosted Waterfall. That's pretty much the reasoning behind that. It's just basically just a means of taking away one of the potential status moves I have to deal with from Sneasler. I can also set up in front of Overquill, because Overquill can no longer poison me since I will become a poison type, so it can't go for Barbarage, try to poison me, and then keep racking up the damage from there. So yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of the Gyarados set here. We have 236 investment in speed to guarantee outspeed Talonflame after a Dragon Dance. With 204 attack investment with an Adamant Nature, I guarantee knockout max HP Talonflame with Waterfall if I don't have a boost, and the rest is thrown into HP. So with that out of the way, that is the team I am bringing for this week, and with that out of the way, let's head on over to the battle. Alright guys, so here we are with the battle for FBL week number 3, taking on Delphin and his Red Spark Vikavolts, and he pretty much brought everything I expected. We see Miss Magius though, no Bronzong. Okay, I thought Bronzong would come for Valiant, but the fact that he didn't bring Bronzong means that Moonblast is free unless either his Rillaboom or the Miss Magius is Terra. It would some way to deal with Fairy. I think my safest lead, I kind of want to say my safest lead would probably be, damn, I want to say Hydreigon probably would be my safest bet. Late game Valiant does look pretty good. I kind of also wanted to lead off with the with Electrode, but I'll pass on that for now. The main thing I do have to worry about though is I think if anything it's gonna be like Terra Fairy Miss Magius with Dazzling Gleam. So I'm really freaking out about that specifically. But I do have Flash Cannon on Hydreigon. Mainly was for the Mimikyu, which he didn't bring, but in case he does bring Terra Fairy on either the Rillaboom or the Miss Magius, I should be okay with that as well. So yeah, let's have a good one. Good luck, have fun to Delphin, and hopefully we can get to 3-0 on the season. This has been pretty fun so far. We do see Gallo Wattfield for Landorus. Okay, perfect lead for me. I'm okay with this lead. I'm totally okay with this. So I am Assault Vest. If he goes for Focus Blast, I do live a hit, even if like Life Orb does not kill me. Let me just check and see real quick. Okay, Dragon Pulse is stronger. Actually, I have no reason not to click Dragon Pulse. He didn't bring Bronzong, so he doesn't have unless one of his Rillaboom within his Magius is Terra Fairy, Dragon Pulse is free. I don't need a Dark Pulse. I can just Dragon Pulse freely against its entire team. So ideally he's not Life Orb Focus Blast. Like, I do live the hit, but at the same time, like, I'd rather it not come down to that, you know? So he's going to U-turn here. Ooh, that did a lot. He's not Life Orb though, so that's good information. That is really good information. That he is not Life Orb. This could also be choiced. But regardless, Atlas. Is that the... Okay, Rillaboom comes out. I'll take that. I will take that gladly. So, where is going to Dragon Pulse here? And that looks like Assault Vest damage. I kind of want to say that's AV. So let's just go for U-turn. And we will go... What will we go into is the question. Landorus, I guess, would be the play. As much as I would want to keep this healthy for Sneasler. He can also just knock off my Covert Cloak too. Yeah, I guess Landorus is fine. Alternatively, I could go Electro, but Electro doesn't do anything against this thing, especially if it is AV as I'm anticipating it to be. So, just going to get the Intimidate off, and probably is going to go for knockoff. No, he's going to U-turn by himself. Okay, I'm fine with that. I am totally okay with this. Thankfully, my Landorus is special this week. Ideally, he would go... He probably goes into Mismagius, though. He could also go Sneasler and just, like, Mecha. Is it Sneasler? It's Pallet. Okay. That's also a fair, situation there. Just to get the, Palafin in rotation. I don't really want to go into Slowbro just yet. I also want to get up my rocks. Ooh, this is a pretty interesting situation I have to call myself into. Well, also might want to get rocks up on, to be perfectly honest. Because the thing is, if he goes Slowbro, if I go Slowbro, he's just gonna flip turn into... Well, I can't prevent that, can I? I also have to see if this thing is pads. So yeah, let's just go Slowbro. As much as I didn't want to. I really didn't want to, but I don't have a choice. I could have been ballsy and stayed in and clicked Stealth Rock on the flip turn, but it didn't really feel right to okay, he's not pads. He is Life Orb though, so alright, so we got this thing chipped down. Palafin's in rotation. The Rillaboom's gonna come back out now, unfortunately. So at this point in time, I'm sort of just like stuck in a loop right now. He does get to switch into like Mismagius, even the what's it called? Yeah, he can go Mismagius. He can also go Overquills here too. Like he could definitely go Overquill. So yeah, he is more like he brought a very momentum heavy team. So we see the Landorus is not it's not Life Orb because he didn't take Life Orb recoil from the U-turn. The Palafin's Life Orb, Elena, that is in Mismagius. Okay. As much as I didn't want to make a ballsy play like this, before I do anything else, though, how many turns of grassy terrain is there? Should be the, okay, there's 2 more turns. This is tough, because I don't really want to take a shadow ball of anything. And going Hydreigon is irrelevant, because I cannot, I don't live Dazzling Gleam. So I guess if anything, I'm just gonna make the aggressive play into Electrode. So let's do that instead. Let's just go into Electrode. We're just gonna do our thing, hopefully. He is going to Terrasilize the Mismagius though. Okay. I'm expecting Terra Fairy, if anything. It makes the most sense as far as I'm concerned. No, we see Terra Electric. Okay. Which, I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. So he's going to Nasty Plot up. Which is fine by me. Well, actually, it's not fine. Oh, Energy Ball. Like, no matter what, it's a grassy terrain boosted Energy Ball. It's not going to do much there. Oh, I did more than I expected. Do I live? Doubtful. Yep. Oh well. Mismagius. KOs. Hisuian Electrode. Okay, so let's see. Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball. I don't think Valiant kills. Hydreigon definitely dies to Dazzling Gleam. Ooh, this is not looking good right now. This is not looking good at all. And I really don't want to Terra with the Slowbro. I want to Terra with the Gyarados. Son of a gun. I have to go Valiant though. I have to. I'm gonna be so mad if I don't kill with Moonblast. I don't think I kill. And I don't have anything faster than this. I don't have anything faster. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. Real good brain. I couldn't go Hydreigon. It definitely would have Dazzling Gleam for Hydra. Okay, we force it out though, so that's good. Atlas is going to come back out. Or, okay. Or, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Alright, so Rillaboom is down. So, Iron Valiant, KOs. So the fact that he went to the trouble of setting up the grassy terrain again means that the Sneasler is going to be Grassy Seed Unburdened. Which sucks, but like, what can I do? Which is another good reason why I went special Landorus. Just in case this sort of situation popped up. He should go Sneasler now if he is Grassy Seed though. He should definitely go Grassy Seed, Sneasler. He could also just go Landorus and what's it called? And just Sludge Wave or something. But I think he's gonna go Sneasler. Terradium. Yep, there's a Sneasler, and there's the Grassy Seed. So he's at +1 defense. I am going to go out into my Landorus. And we are just going to, no, I don't, there's no chance yet. no chance yet. Just going to Landorus. He's probably just going to SD. But if we can force this thing out and then find an opportunity to DD up with Gyarados, I think I still have a chance. So, going to Landorus, this should probably be a free SD for him though. And I think no matter what, I'm just stuck into, not terrestrializing, but, yeah, I'm just gonna Earth Power. No sense of getting up rocks or anything. This doesn't do much to me. Ideally, he just goes into Mismagius again. And by doing so, he would just get rid of his Unburden. Dire Claws. Does nothing. Earth Power. Goodbye sneezing. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. Just what we want to see. So, Landorus, KOs, Sneasler. Alright, good job. The Palpin's gonna come out though, which just gives me a free switch into the, Slowbro on the flip turn or whatever. Well, it's actually not free. It is not free. Not free at all. Let me just double check my, how many turns of grass terrain's left. 2 is left. A part of me wants to sack off. I think what I have to do is I have to sack off Landers. I mean, sack off Hydreigon. Yeah, I'll just sack off Hydreigon. Because he's either going to go for Ice Punch or Flip Turn, and I don't want to go hard Slowbro while Grassy Terrain's up so he gets a boosted Grass style. Yep, that's not exactly what I was expecting. That's the only reason why I made this play. So he takes Life Orb Recoil. I am okay with this. I am so okay with this. So you can take on my Hydreigon now. I'm faster. That's a shock. That was a big shock, actually. Huh. Okay. So, Delphin, KOs, Hydreigon. This is kind of confusing for me, though. I guess I go Valiant. I guess I have to go Valiant, right? Ice Beam, Jet Punch, Grass Knot. I think I did. Ooh, this is a weird one. This is definitely a weird one, but I gotta do it. I'm gonna go Valiant. Just get your Jet Punch chip. This is a really weird one. So the fact that my Hydreigon was faster. I could have went Gyarados. Oh, he didn't even go for Jet Punch. Okay. That's better for me. Valiant, KOs. Alright. So, I'm expecting Overcrow to want to come out here. This is tough. Overcrow comes out. Intimidates, doesn't matter. And Is there a reason to do this now? Because I think the Landorus is Scarf. I mean, what other opportunity do I have, to be perfectly honest? Yeah, let's just reflect. He pulls a double into Miss Magius. Okay. This doesn't really help me, but hell. It doesn't kill me in one. He doesn't kill me in one. It doesn't kill me in one. Oh, okay. He was expecting me to maybe go Landorus or Gyarados there. Or even slow. No, not slow, bro. Definitely not slow, bro. Please go. Thank you. Alright. Miss Magius is down. So, Iron Valiant, KOs, Miss Magius, last. So all that's left is the Overquill and the Landorus. Landorus comes out. I will just go out into my own Landorus, I guess. I don't want to take a Sludge Wave. I think it's Scarf. What do I lose by clicking Earth Power? Nothing. I also could have clicked Smackdown, but like if he switches out into Overquill on the Smackdown and then... Well, I guess I could have Smackdown regardless, because Chip is Chip. And this is definitely Scarf. Yeah, exactly. So he's gonna go out into the Overquill now. Is there any one move that the Landorus can lock itself into that can beat me? It would probably be Sludge Bomb. Okay, it's Shukaberry. Okay. Oh my god, that did so... Oh, that's why. I was like, why did I do so much damage to Shuka? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, sure, like, I could have probably gotten the rocks too, but I don't feel like I'm in any danger, per se. Team Reflect. Okay. So we see Sludge Bomb, U-turn. I think I'm still okay. Yeah, I'll Smackdown. Yeah, at this point I don't think I need rocks. I don't need rocks. Because the Landorus is Scarf, so Landorus cannot lock itself into a move that can take out all my Yeah, I'm okay with this. Because it definitely can't go for Earth Power. Because if you lock yourself into Earth Power, Gyarados automatically wins. I don't have to Terra. So Overquill, Intimidate again. Like, yeah, I still kill. Oh, that's why I crit again. Jesus Christ! All right, Landorus, KOs, Overquill, and all he has left is Scarflando. So I think he has to like Terrastalize. He has to lock himself into like Sludge Bomb, I guess. It's his only out. Yeah. And I'm Terra Poison on my Gyarados. So yeah, he can take me out. I don't care. And he can't beat Slowbro. So I'm actually going to kill Slowbro once I eventually die. So, we're just trading Sludge Bombs here. This is going to be, at the very least, a 3-0. So, Sludge Bomb, take me out. So, Landorus, KOs, Landorus with Sludge Bomb. Okay. This. And we'll just go out into Slowbro to finish the game. Because he definitely won't kill me in one, and I do have Ice Beam, so we'll keep Gyarados in the back. Like, no matter what, I can't lose. He definitely doesn't kill, even if he's not choiced. So we're just going to click Ice Beam, and that should be the game. Sludge, yeah, he's choiced. Yeah, that's going to be the wrap, guys. So yeah, we're going to pick up a nice 3-0 win. We are 3-0 on the season now. Really fast game. And I can't really complain about how the game turned out. Really happy with my Rado stuff, especially the decision to go special with my Landorus. That definitely came in clutch, especially with the fact that I killed the Sneasler with Earth Power. If I was Earthquake, I definitely would have been able to do that, what I did. And yeah. So yeah, for the most part, Valiant balled out. 3 kills for Valiant on the game, 2 for Landorus, and 1 for Slowbro. Gyarados never hit the field, but like I said, I was never in any danger of losing this game because I was Terra Poison on my Gyarados. So yeah, this was a very fun one, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. GG to my opponent Delphin. His link will be in the description down below. Be sure to check him out. Check out all the other coaches taking part in the FBL, and yeah, 3-0 start to the season. Can't complain. Yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next time, this is Tone signing off for now. Peace out.